Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to Jinjin's Cosmic. If you didn't happen to be here, perhaps it's time to meet your soul. When you have taken a moment to let these words settle, please let Jinjin's Cosmic know. I am here to listen. If you feel any part of your own story needs to be woven more deeply into this tapestry. Dear Libra, come closer. Let the noise of the world fall away for a moment. If you have felt a subtle, almost imperceptible dissonance in the grand symphony of your life lately, a note that feels just slightly out of tune, a rhythm that seems to skip a beat when no one else notices, then you were meant to find your way here. This is no mere coincidence. It is a sacred appointment. Your soul has been searching for a quiet room in the universe to finally understand the strange whispers that have been echoing in the hallways of your awareness. You are not imagining the shift. That feeling of time bending, of moments stretching and compressing, like a breath held too long. That is real. The lingering glance from a stranger that felt less like a look and more like a recognition. That was a signal. This is not a crisis brewing on the horizon, Libra. This is a secret activation, a quiet and holy tremor beneath the surface of your reality, and you, my dear, are standing at its epicenter. The universe is not falling apart. It is falling into a new kind of alignment, and these strange occurrences are the first falling petals of a profound blossoming that is happening within you. Before we journey deeper into what this means for you, I want to invite you to join in this activation. Let us send a signal back to the cosmos, a declaration of your awareness. Please, take a quiet moment and write in the comments below, I, Libra, am listening to the whispers of the universe. Let this be your first step in consciously embracing the magic that is unfolding. Your words are a current of energy, and by sharing them, you anchor this transformation not just in your heart, but in the world. Now, let's speak of the divine architecture behind this moment. From the 21st of August to the 23rd, the heavens are engaged in a sacred and powerful conversation, and your spirit has a front row seat. Imagine three great celestial forces creating a perfect, harmonious chord. We have Pluto, the divine archaeologist of the cosmos, the keeper of all that is buried. Pluto does not work with a gentle hand. It is the force that applies immense pressure to transform what was once common into something precious, turning the coal of your past pain into the diamond of your future wisdom. Its energy is surfacing now, not to create chaos, but to unearth a truth you have long been ready to hold. Then there is Mercury, the cosmic messenger, the weaver of connections. Mercury governs not just the words you speak, but the silent language of your intuition, the gut feelings, the sudden insights, the uncanny synchronicities. It is the bridge between the unseen and the seen, translating the silent vibrations of the universe into moments you can feel and recognize. And finally, we have the moon, the luminous mirror to your soul. The moon governs the vast, deep ocean of your inner world, your emotional tides, your secret dreams, and the memories that live not in your mind, but in the very marrow of your bones. When these three, the transformer, the messenger, and the mirror align in a harmonious trine, they create a portal. The veil between worlds does not just thin, it becomes translucent. This alignment opens a window, not for chaos to rush in, but for grace, clarity, and a higher perception to gently seep into your reality. This is why you feel everything so acutely right now. You were designed for this. As a Libra, Your entire existence is a testament to the pursuit of harmony, of balance. But you cannot bring balance to a world you do not first feel. Your sensitivity, the very thing you may have sometimes mistaken for a weakness, is your divine instrument. It is the sacred scale that can feel the weight of a single invisible feather of truth. So, when you experience these strange moments, do not dismiss them as your imagination running wild. The dream that clings to you long after you've woken, carrying an emotional weight you cannot explain. It is a letter from your soul, delivered to the quiet mailbox of your subconscious. The sudden urge to call a friend, only to have them text you in that exact same instant? That is Mercury weaving a golden thread between your hearts. The song that plays on the radio, with lyrics that answer a question you were just silently asking. That is the universe, leaning in to whisper directly in your ear. These are not random anomalies, dear Libra. They are confirmations. They are divine breadcrumbs scattered along your path, not to lead you to a destination, but to remind you of the magic of the journey itself. You are being asked to trust a language that is spoken not in words, but in resonance, in flow, in the beautiful, unexplainable poetry of a life that is deeply connected to the divine. But let's be honest, Libra. This heightened state of being can feel unnerving. It can feel as though your very skin has become more permeable, as if you are feeling the unspoken emotions of every person you pass on the street. You might feel a wave of unexplained sadness while standing in a grocery line, or a surge of joy that has no apparent cause. This is not instability. This is your gift being amplified. You are an antenna for the subtle energies of the world. And right now, the frequency of the entire planet is shifting. Your role is not to panic, but to perceive. Your purpose is not to fix the imbalance, but to hold the space for a new harmony to emerge. Have you ever wondered why you feel such a profound need for peace, for fairness, for beauty in all things? Let's rewind a bit, because this journey didn't just start yesterday. This deep-seated drive for equilibrium is not merely a personality trait. It is a soul-level memory. From an early age, Libra, you learn to be the mediator, the peacemaker. You learn to sense the emotional weather in a room before anyone even spoke a word. You became an expert at smoothing ruffled feathers, at finding the middle ground, at swallowing your own needs to ensure the comfort of others. It was a survival mechanism, a way to navigate a world that often felt chaotic and jarring. You built a beautiful facade of composure, an elegant persona of someone who is always calm, always reasonable, always balanced. But how many times has that facade felt like a cage? How often have you stood as the steady bridge for others to cross, while feeling your own foundations trembling beneath the weight of it all? That relentless drive to keep things pleasant has, at times, led you to build a fortress of agreeableness, where a garden of authentic desires should have grown. That fortress is beginning to show cracks now, Libra, and through those cracks, a profound truth is seeping in. The truth is that your worth is not defined by your ability to keep everyone else happy. True balance is not about the absence of conflict, it is about the presence of your own truth, existing in harmony with the truths of others. These strange events, these dimensional misalignments, are intentionally creating small fractures in your routine to show you where your own fortress has become too rigid. Perhaps a plan you meticulously arranged suddenly falls apart, forcing you into a moment of spontaneous surrender. Perhaps someone's unexpected honesty disrupts the polite silence you've been maintaining, inviting you into a more authentic conversation. These are not interruptions. They are divine interventions. They are not delays. They are sacred detours, designed to steer you away from the path of obligation and onto the path of soul, aligned purpose. Think of the miracles we so often overlook in our modern lives, the fender bender that prevents you from being in a major accident further down the road, the job rejection that pushes you toward the career you were truly meant for, the painful breakup that clears the space for a love that truly sees and honors you. These aren't just strokes of luck. They are divine edits, moments where a higher intelligence gently nudges your life a few inches in another direction. And right now, these nudges are happening with greater frequency and clarity. Your only task is to stop resisting them. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What is this revealing to me? What is this making space for?" In this heightened state of awareness, there is a sense that you are being watched. This is not the feeling of a critical eye judging your every move. No, this is a feeling of profound, unconditional presence. It is the silent reverence of your guides, your angels, your ancestors. They are not here to interfere, for your free will is sacred. They are here to bear witness. They are holding space for you, creating a container of energetic support so that you can navigate this shift with courage and grace. Have you ever felt a sudden warmth envelop you in a moment of fear? Or a sense of peace descend upon you in the midst of turmoil? That is them. They are the unseen hands that hold the space around you just long enough for your own clarity to rise. They are not testing you, they are trusting you. They are watching with pride as you learn to navigate by the light of your own inner compass. Especially when all the outer lights have gone dim. This is a profound maturation of your soul, Libra. You are moving from a place of seeking external validation to a place of embodying internal authority. The universe is stepping back, not because it is abandoning you, but because it is honoring you. It is showing you just how far you've come. You no longer need your hand to be held at every turn. You are being called forward into a new level of spiritual sovereignty. And in those moments of stillness, when you feel that quiet presence, let it be a confirmation that your efforts, your struggles, your silent victories, they have all been seen. You are not invisible. You are evolving. So, how do you navigate this beautiful and disorienting energy? The key is not to fight it, but to flow with it. Grounding is your anchor in this cosmic sea. Begin your day not by reaching for your phone, but by placing your bare feet on the earth if you can. Feel the solid, steady pulse of the planet beneath you. This simple act recalibrates your entire nervous system. Drink warm water with a slice of lemon and a pinch of pink salt. Not as a health trend, but as a ritual of purification, clearing the energetic channels so your intuition can speak more clearly. Avoid the noise, both externally and internally. Excess sugar, caffeine, and chaotic media can cloud the very sensitivity that is your greatest asset right now. Instead, gift yourself moments of sacred pause. 10 minutes of silent breathing, a walk in nature without a destination, or simply sitting and listening to the sounds around you. This space you create is not empty. It is a clearing where the divine can meet you halfway. It is in this stillness that the whispers become clear, that the patterns emerge, and that the seemingly random events begin to weave themselves into a beautiful tapestry of meaning. Write down your dreams, even the fragments that don't make sense. Journal your gut feelings, your uncanny instincts. Pay attention to the repeating numbers, the songs that seem to follow you, the words that leap out at you from a page. These are not insignificant. They are the language of your activation, and weeks from now, you may look back at your notes and see the story the universe was telling you all along. You see, Libra, what you are experiencing mirrors something I have seen time and time again in stories of profound transformation. The trajectory of a life is often changed, not by a grand, dramatic event, but by a series of quiet nudges that were honored. The decision to turn left instead of right, to speak up when it was easier to stay silent, to trust a feeling that defied all logic. These choices did not come from the mind. They came from a deep cellular knowing. You are in the middle of a cosmic detour that might feel confusing, but it is secretly leading you exactly where you are meant to be. The discomfort you feel is the discomfort of growth. It is the feeling of a seed breaking open its shell just before it begins to sprout. You are no longer meant to fit into the small, comfortable container of your old reality. Your soul is stretching beyond the confines of who you used to be, and it is reaching for a more expansive, more authentic way of living. Yes, this will require you to release certain things, old beliefs, draining relationships, habits that keep you small. This release will be painful, not because you are losing something, but because you are evolving. And evolving, even when it is difficult, is the highest form of self-love. If you have stayed with me to this moment, dear Libra, it is because your soul recognized the truth in these words. This was not just a video you stumbled upon. It was a calling you answered. You did not need permission to begin this next chapter. You were chosen for it, not because you were the most perfect or the most certain, but because you were the one who was willing to listen in a world that has forgotten the art of stillness. You are not waiting for some cosmic gate to open for you. You are the key. Your awareness, your grace, your courageous choice to trust what you feel over what you see, that is the vibration that opens the gate. The delays, the strange signs, the inconvenient shifts, they were never detours. They were sacred redirections, threaded together to awaken you gently before the rest of the world catches on. So I ask you now, if you knew that every strange moment held a seed of divine purpose, how would you move through these next few days differently? If you knew that every awkward silence was an invitation to listen more deeply to your own heart, would you embrace it? If you knew that every unexpected change was an activation of your highest potential, could you say yes to it? I believe you can. Because what lives within you, Libra, is not just sensitivity. It is strength wrapped in elegance. It is discernment that does not need noise to recognize truth. It is the profound courage to keep walking with an open heart, even when the path ahead is not yet fully illuminated. That is why you were guided here, not merely to receive a message, but to remember the wisdom your soul has carried all along. The door is now open. You do not need to force it. You only need to walk through it. It is time to step out of the shadows of pleasing others and into the radiant light of your own authentic being. As we bring this sacred time to a close, I invite you to make one more gentle but powerful declaration. Type in the comments below, I am ready to walk into the light. Let this be more than just words on a screen. Let it be your vow to yourself, a way of aligning your inner readiness with outer action, and a signal to the universe that you have received its message. If this journey has moved you, if it has offered you even a soft echo of clarity, please honor that connection. Like this video, share it with another soul who may be feeling the same subtle shifts. And subscribe to this sacred space. Your presence here, your energy, and your heart are the very fuel that allows these whispers to be brought forward. You are a vital part of this community of awakening souls. May you feel seen, supported, and profoundly cherished as you step into this new layer of your awareness. And may you always remember, dear Libra, that what sets you apart is not how loudly you speak, but how deeply you feel, and how gracefully you choose to trust the path unfolding before you. The greatest balance you will ever find is the courage to be fully, unapologetically yourself.